the Prairie Rattlers. So if anyone's been to the first show, you'll see a little bit of changes. My name is Chris Bolstad. I've been known as Hey Bolstad for the past 30 years. So that's what the show is called. We've got, I think, 20 comics. I'm looking, 20, okay, 20 it is. Risa, is it 20?
I think we have 18 signed in.
Okay, okay, good. Wow, for real? Okay, good. All right, so I'm not going to get too much into this other than to let y'all know that, first of all, San Antonio in Texas deserves our own Tonight Show. We deserve it. I don't care anymore. You know, there's Los Angeles, there's New York, there's whatever, but we deserve our own show, right? So we deserve to uplift, highlight, and showcase comics. There's other shows on Monday night and other nights that are going to kick the living out of you. I'm not interested. I want to see our comics flourish. So with that said, I need to get the hell out of the way. So I don't have any jokes. I'm not the funny one, all right? My job is to, like I said, invite great comics up here. If they bomb, be cool. Imagine what it takes to get up here, all right? Imagine that. If they do great, then uplift them. You'll see over here, we have a monitor that's gonna have their socials. Every other time, any other show that you've gone to, you'll say, well, okay, all right, give us your information. And they're like, what the fuck is that? So this will be up here. I'll do the best I can to control it, well, for whatever that is. And that's pretty much it. Heckling. If you're gonna heckle, please, go somewhere else or come and talk to me later. I'm sure we can work things out. Otherwise, I'm gonna go sit down and introduce the first comic. Are we good? All right. You wanna give us about 30 seconds? Yes. Okay. All right, we're gonna, all right. What the fuck? Yes, you're first. Mr. Bob Dell. He's the most interesting man in San Antonio.
Hey, what's going on, lovely people? My name's Bob Dell. Some people call me the King of Spring Break. Does it bring the warmth? You know it's warm today. My pronouns are he, man. Because I got the power! My phone. Yeah. You know, one time some fat lady called me Michael Moore. He's like, hey, you look like that guy that makes those documentaries. Oh yeah, Michael Moore. I'm like, lady, I do look like Michael Moore, but yeah, I am Michael Moore, and you're gonna be in a documentary about fat people, and you're in it. Okay. So, duh, right? Yeah, I work out. I guess I work out, but I hate dieting. So I guess I go to both gyms. Like one place I run in the treadmill, the other place I run out of the restaurant because I didn't pay the bill. Dine and Dash, my favorite workout. I want to start a Christian male enhancement program. And that's a good name for it. It's gonna be called Kingdom Come. Yeah, and the advertisers can be like, get your res erection in 3 days or your money back. That's some money, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I remember when I was a kid, Taco Bell used to advertise, run for the border. Now I'm 40. Every time I eat Taco Bell now I think to myself, run to the toilet.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I want to start a Vietnamese restaurant. It has barbacoa pho and banh mi and chamoy banh mi sandwiches. It has a good name for it. It's be called Fat Fuck. Spelled P-H-A-T. Means happy moon in Vietnamese. We just greet customers like, hey, fat fucks, come on in. It's like later, fat fucks, have a nice day. All right, thank you so much. I'm Bob Dell.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bob Dell. Bob Dell. All right, Bob. It's nice to meet you. All right, you got good jokes.
Thank you.
You got some stuff going on. I've got a couple of questions. I want to know specifically why you are the most interesting man in San Antonio.
No, because I'm a little different.
Word.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me. Give us something. Give me.
Maybe because I'm a bit autistic. I have Asperger's, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're doing your thing, man. You're up here, y'all. This is hard.
What's hard?
And you're doing it.
Yeah.
Do we have his socials up here so everyone can take a picture of him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You did good.
Thank you.
All right. How long have you been doing this?
Nearly almost 10 years.
Okay. I like the last joke. That was a banger.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, man.
Had it for a while.
So do you, okay, I would ask you, are there any specific skills outside of comedy that helped you to make your performances better?
I guess I like singing karaoke. I mean, that's about like.
Well, that's just as hard. So.
Yeah, not really.
Well, maybe not for you, but for.
Because my family, like my mom, my grandfather, they're all like singers, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, my grandfather was a singer.
And you're a comedian.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, Bob, I gotta tell you, you have a wonderful evening, and why don't you go down and chill with everybody else so we can get the next comedian up here? And thank you again. Thank you. All right. Bob Dell, the most interesting man in San Antonio. I love that. Jack Schutze. Yes. So, Jack was an accountant and kitchen manager, and now he is performing.
Doing comedy. Hey everybody, my name is Jack Schutze. I'm super excited to be here. Next Monday is my birthday. That is January 20th. Who knows what January 20th is?
It's a Monday.
Presidential inauguration. That means every 4 years, my family has to acknowledge 2 assholes. I am excited. I feel like my favorite holiday didn't get enough love this year. Give it up for January 6th, 4 years. We got any other patriots out there? Or as I like to call it, the white trash Alamo. Although I wish it was more like the real Alamo with actual Hispanic people, because we know when that many Mexicans gather on public property, they don't riot, they have a fiesta. Break down the barricades, break out the barbecues, that's what I say. Instead of some degenerate smearing poo on the halls of Congress, you'd have a lovely abuelita with the to-go thing. Miss Pelosi, come try my fideo. Instead of broken windows, the next place would have been fixed up better than it was the day before. Except 2 additions. A Michoacana meat market and a bouncy house rental spot on the corner. $5 off on Sundays. I do love this time of year. We're approaching crawfish season. Any crawfish fans out there? Last year, my wife and I realized loose women don't like crawfish or peel and eat shrimp because they're not used to working for the meat. It's unfortunate, too, because I hear they suck the best heads. That's just what people say. I don't say things like that. Terrible people say things like that. Yeah, that's my name. My name is Jack. I've been married for 15 years, so performing up here is a lot like my sex life. Apparently, I stutter. Sorry, I messed that joke up. My wife laughs at everything. I remind myself that every time I get naked. Really helps for morale. I lost you guys with the stutter, I can tell. Thank you. I'll take the time. There's 18 more people, buddy. Let's go.
Hey, let me ask you this. What is the one thing about being on stage most people wouldn't expect from an outsider's perspective of what you're thinking? Like when you walk up on stage, what is it like when you come up to all these, you know, some are friends and some are strangers. What's it like?
For the first 6 months of doing comedy, you don't think anything because your mind is going 10,000 miles an hour up here.
Right.
At a certain point, you start to get more comfortable. I have had one moment, it's only happened to me twice on stage, where I was telling a joke and my brain separately went, that next joke, you really struggle with this one word, and I was having two linear thoughts.
Ooh.
And I think when comics get really good, they're doing their act, but they're looking at stuff. I'm not there. That's only happened once in my entire life. But I was like, oh, that's why they're so good, is they're not even, they're doing multiple things up there.
Well, I think you're doing just fine. Do we have his socials up here on the TV
Jack
screen?
Schutze, thank you guys. I host a dark show at Upstage Comedy, support San Antonio comedy. Well, there we go.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. The next up is going to be Bill Rhoades.
How's it going, guys? Y'all doing all right tonight? Do you guys think it would be inappropriate if Dr. Dre would start producing beats by Diddy? I think he really missed out on beats by Chris Brown. Could have at least given Rihanna half that shit. Umbrella, Ella. This is my first time to perform in San Antonio. I'm excited to get out of Austin. I'm from Austin, Texas. Thank you. I love this place. Y'all's homeless problem, it's about the same as Austin, only our homeless are fucking mean, guys. Like, extremely mean. I was waiting outside of a comedy club, talking to two of my buddies. This woman walks up to my first friend. She's like, I just want to say you're a very handsome man. Yeah, he was like, well, thank you. Gives her $1. She walks to the next guy. You're also a very handsome man. It's like, ma'am, I really appreciate it. I don't have any money. She says, that's okay, don't worry about it. Then she walks up to me. She looks me up and down, she goes, I like your shirt.
Oh.
And she walks away, I was like, bitch, I had a $5. So again, I'm gonna tell you a couple things about me. Again, I'm Bill Rhoades, coming up on 25 years of marriage. Yeah. Don't clap, I'm 5 years of my current one, it's just 25 total. I learned from my dad. My dad's been married, divorced 8 times. That's a lot. I always knew he was in a new relationship with the handwriting on my Christmas cards would change. It's like, Merry Christmas, Billy. Love your new mommy, Melissa. She was gone. They divorced before I met her. Like, between visitations, he married and divorced this woman. His idea of a one-night stand was a 4-month marriage. His idea of a long-term relationship was about a 7-month marriage. It's bad. Something else about me. I was a football coach. I love sports, absolutely love sports. We're in a cool time right now. We just finished up the World Series. Basketball and hockey are going, NFL playoffs. Over the summer, I really got into the Paralympics. Y'all ever watch that? Yeah. It's kind of like the Special Olympics, only they're crippled and not retarded. I love groans on that one, sorry. I'm gonna do impressions of my top 3 events from the Paralympics. I want y'all to call it out if you can guess what they are. First one. Yeah, wheelchair basketball. Second one. Volleyball. Wheelchair shot put. Third one. It's wheelchair hurdles. They only have 1 round, no finals. I'm gonna leave you with this one. I got fired from my teaching job over comedy. That last joke was one of the reasons, because some bitch named Amy in Human Resources didn't think I was as funny. I lost a lot of sleep. My wife downloaded a white noise app on my phone to help me out. Have you ever used one of those? Yes. It's boring, it's just shh. It's like a TV that went off the air in 1982.
All right. You come over here, I want to talk to you. Yeah, you sit over here. All right. Yeah, I got some questions for you.
Awesome.
All right, how long have you been coaching?
I was a coach for 11 years.
And you were up at?
I was in Granger.
Okay.
A little 1A, 2A school. Lions, close.
They both had tails, I imagine, right? Okay. All right, so how long you been doing this?
This is my second stint. I'm about 15 months in now.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Hey, everybody. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, let me see. I do have a... Can you share an experience with the audience engagement that shaped your performance?
Yeah, so my buddy Steve, he's the one that got me into comedy 15 years ago the first time. Then I became a single dad for a long time, so I didn't have time. But Steve passed away 3 years ago, and his mom asked me to do the eulogy at his funeral.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to do it the way Steve would want to do it.
Oh,
like
shit.
We blew up his mugshot from his DUI.
Yeah, you did. I told you I wanted to talk to him.
we roasted him, had a good time.
Oh.
And his mom was like, that was fun. Like, I didn't expect to laugh today. And so that just started me back.
Yeah. Absolutely. See, that's what comedy is. You know, at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta take that stuff that's tough and you gotta work around it or work through it.
Yeah.
So I gotta tell you, I'm super stoked for you. You had a great set, and our socials, are they up? Yeah. Okay, good deal. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. How are y'all?
Excellent.
Okay. So basically, this is the format of the show, and once again, we're here to uplift, highlight, and showcase. I mean, comedy is not easy. It's simply not easy. So any time that we can get everybody together, and yeah, you know, you might agree with something or another thing, but as long as you sit there and you go, all right, you know what, that was funny. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. Hurdles in a wheelchair. And I gotta sit back here and I have to try and like be cool. And but I gotta say that was really good. Not to single out my amazing queen. There you are. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, Jill. Hi, y'all. All right, get out of the way, Chris. Okay. Sree, get up here. Get up here, Sree.
Chris, next time you should let me know one person ahead. You understand? Walking from there to here feels like half a marathon for me.
Get to work.
That's how I start my work. Hello, San Antonio. How are we doing tonight? Oh, yeah. I like the energy. That's high. I come from a land, from the culture, we start greeting each other with the N-word. Yeah. That's my culture. You just can't be disrespectful, man. Namaste. Okay, that worked better last time, okay. Speaking about culture and cultural shocks, the United States gave me a tough time with cultural shocks. Fuck you people for that. You don't believe me? I am the guy who believed USA is gonna look like the Hollywood films. Iron Man, Aliens, Captain Jack Sparrow, Spider-Man. Then I get down at the San Antonio airport, walk outside, I'm like, this is not USA, let me get back in. Then I book a cab, I get in an Uber, I get into an accident, and the Uber guy calls 911. I ask him why. I never knew why. He said, sir, if you're in any trouble, you can call 911. They're gonna assist you. I'm like, what number for Spider-Man? I don't believe people in cars. I believe people who can shoot come out of their veins, you know? Okay. First, I really loved when you said you're doing this for uplifting and showcasing comics, because the community is kind of very different from others. Here, every conversation makes new jokes, every show brings more comics. You don't believe me? I told a friend I'm a vegetarian. The first thing he said is, do you eat pussy? Bro, I just told you I don't eat meat and you're already having a beef with me. I told the comic I pay $17,000 as tuition fees for UTSA. He's like, do they give you Vaseline? They're gonna fuck you raw like that. And this is the biggest cultural shock I've ever seen. Imagine walking out of India, straightly walking into the comic culture. Very hard for me. Okay, I don't want to waste any more time. I'm gonna leave you guys with the one good yoga technique like last time.
You're not going anywhere. You got another 45 seconds.
45 seconds, yeah. Okay, let's do some yoga today. You guys up with me? Yeah. A good yoga technique for all the men to control your stress, sexual intrusive thoughts, and everything in between. Men in the room, are you guys with me?
Yeah.
Don't do it. You can do it. I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm going to keep it gangster with you.
Okay, guys.
Go for it.
Okay, first we put up a hand like that.
Do you want me to stand up and do this with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Like last time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, like that. Then the thumb goes down. Then you make a hole like that.
Hold on. So like, all right, so here, here.
Yeah, just in a space.
Right here.
So we can jerk off.
Here. Get over here.
Thank you, guys. I'm Sree.
All right. You're such a hot mess. Sit down. You are an absolute hot mess. Sree? Socials? Good, okay. All right, yeah, I got this one for you. What happens when a joke doesn't land right?
It kind of pulls me down, but I understand I'm not doing good jokes. So I make people, I say this doesn't work, so people laugh again with me.
Here's what you did that I thought was really cool. And I think everybody felt it too, which was, you know, you're working. You can tell that your thought process, you're clicking, you're changing gears, you're looking at what works, you're listening to the feedback, and I gotta tell you, man, I mean, last time you were okay. But this time, you improved.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking improved, bro. So, yeah. So, I just want you to, just keep going.
Yeah, for
keep
sure.
going. And at the end of the day, every single person in here is a champion for you.
Yeah.
if they weren't, they wouldn't be here. So Sree, thank you very much. Everyone, Sree. All right, I'll see you later, okay? All right. So I'll just share with you something that'll take me about 20 seconds, and then we'll get back into it. So as a comic, and I ain't shit, but what most comics, what or not, they have a book, right? Or they have notes that they take almost every day. Some do, some don't, but these are people that, I'm gonna be really careful here. Just because you were funny in middle school doesn't mean you're funny now. So when I look around and I realize that I'm not the only one that has a book. I'm not the only one that sits back every day and just goes, oh, that was kind of weird. And you write about it. Whether you use it or not, that's one thing. But you write about it because at some point you might say, man, I've got a joke. Like I have a joke I'm working on. I'm not going to say it tonight, but you know, I'm trying to figure out like, why do people buy Girl Scout cookies and not go to a lemonade stand if they see it? Like there's a problem there. It's a joke. It's a joke. I got to figure it out. But every comic in here knows, I hope, what I'm talking about. Is like, you got a preface. You got something, you're like, man, what is that? There's something there. And it might take me a year. It might take me a year, 2 years to figure it out. But I was very excited to see that there are other comics that have their own notes and stuff. So comedians, I'm very appreciative of you. And I hope that I'm doing my best to uplift, highlight, and showcase. Shut up, Chris. Okay. Maxine. Is she here? I'm looking for Maxine. Where's Maxine? Maxine. There you are. All right.
I guess it's what it feels like being knocked shit off as a slave. Very uncomfortable. So, I'm from Florida. Any Floridians in here? No Floridians, just me. We're all just messed up individuals, right? People from Florida, you think we're crazy, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, good. I got it. It's okay. Being from Florida, being in San Antonio is a totally different thing. It's an experience. Being black, and I'm not from San Antonio, it's a whole different thing. I come from a country town, only white and black people. I get here, and I didn't see my first black person until the first, 6 months I was here? And he was a homeless man. I was like, oh my God, I had to act like a slave. Sir, what are you doing out here? You ain't supposed to be out here. He was like, ma'am, you all right? I was like, you just the first black person that I've seen since I've been in here, and I don't know how to act. I was like, here you go, $5, brother. Where they at? Where the black people at? Where the black people at? He said, they're on the east side. I went to the east side, and I went back to my side, to Alamo Ranch, okay? I was like, these are different kind of Negroes. These are not my kind of Negroes. What y'all say in San Antonio? Negative? No, I don't think so. Yeah, that was totally different. I work in the dental field now, and working in the dental field, I see that it's a lot different, you know, dating and, you know, seeing people's mouths and women's mouths and men's mouths, and you realize, I don't care what you're wearing, and I don't care what kind of shoes you have on. What's your third molar looking like back there? You know, I'm looking, you know, you want to kiss me, and you have built up plaque in the back of your teeth. I'm like, man, you want to do some sexual things to me? I don't think so. So I gotta go see my dental, I gotta go see my dentist and my gynecologist at the same time. Yeah, horrible pH balance. We don't need that. I used to work at a nursing home, and working in a nursing home, you get racist white people that say they're not racist until they get dementia and they revert back to what they really used to be like. I had an old lady tell me, as I'm serving her food, she says, Sugar, why don't they just give you your pardon papers? I was like, oh, Lord. Where did your mind go this morning? Pardon papers? I haven't heard that word since 1800, since Lincoln freed the slaves. We don't do pardons no more, man. We're called free people in this world. But yeah, that's my time, right?
That's your time.
Thank you.
Yes, I do have to. I got two questions for. First of all, female comedian. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, do you have any pre-show rituals or routines that calm your nerves?
No, not really.
You're just stone cold.
I used to be a stripper, so it's nothing to it. You know? Except I'm not getting dollars thrown at me. It's a totally different thing. Give me a joke and I'll throw you $1. It doesn't work that way.
I like you.
Thank you.
All right. What advice would you give to aspiring comedians just starting out on stage?
Just go out and do it. Do it until you bomb until you do it, and kill it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I like you. All right. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
All right. Socials. Okay. Adam Dominguez.
Hello. Not gonna lie to you guys, I've already been drinking a lot. Wasn't expecting this, right? You guys ever get so drunk, so wasted, you guys end up making a terrible decision that haunts you for the rest of your life? Some of you guys are sitting next to that decision. Did you say no, right? Because the charges were expunged? It still counts. When I was 18 years old, I was living in my hometown, and I got myself really drunk, and I got myself a really crappy tattoo. And screw it, we're here tonight. You guys want to see it? I was gonna do it anyways. So when I was 18 years old, I got drunk, and I got myself this. So it's on my arm. I got myself a Pac-Man tribal, yeah, I know. Put on your glasses, it's right there. Right? I know, right? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, is this Magic Mike? No, this is special ed. You didn't even know. Oh. I could have put my shirt down a long time ago, but I kept it up to reaffirm the lesbians. Thank you. I know you guys were looking at this and thinking to yourselves, we made the right decision. I want to be sucking on a titty and being like, what the fuck was this, right? I know being drunk tends to cause a lot of bad decisions for me. Like one of the worst decisions I made is I hooked up with a girl who had a brand new split tongue. I know, right? I'm looking at your hair. It's kind of one of your types, right? Some people would think that that was kind of hot. Nah, I don't know how long she's had that split tongue, because when she went to work on me, it felt like someone learning how to use chopsticks for the first time. Like the entire time she was like... I started getting mad at her too. I was like, hey, hey, just pick it up, use your hands. I started getting really mad. I was like, ask the waiter for a spoon. I was so pissed off. I'll do one more.
Do it.
Let's go. This is true. I've never debuted this yet, but because of these bad decisions that I make, this tattoo I got when I was 18. I'm 39 years old, right? And I know this tattoo doesn't really give the air of confidence that I know what I'm doing, right? Like I'm an adult. Like it doesn't really get. I realize I did that a little too confidently. I understand. Now's a good time for me to say, not gay, not gay. Sorry. You find out you're not gay after the second time. Oh, you guys just knew? Okay, maybe I was too much into the White Claw. Maybe we just finished watching, Drive with Ryan Reynolds. very, very loose at that moment. My name's Adam Dominguez. Thank you so much.
All right. Come here, Adam. I want to talk to you. All right. First of all, where are you from?
I currently live in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Las Vegas.
All right. You're just fine. Okay. How do you handle hecklers during a performance?
I usually fight them. Fist fight. I lose a lot, but I make sure. Honestly, these days, I think hecklers are kind of par for course at this point.
Yeah.
And I get it, if you're a stand-up comedian, you just learn how to be quicker and faster than them. And you just got to keep in mind, the show does not suffer if you do get a heckler. You do have to be funnier than them, and don't incite violence. I've been stabbed on stage by my heckler before, so
What the?
that's true. It's,
I'm just gonna try some more water real quick.
Hey, that's what I told him to do. And,
How long are you in town?
The trip keeps getting extended. We've got some shows in Houston starting tomorrow, and then I think I'm coming back here to do some secret shows that I'm not at liberty to talk about at the moment. So.
Well, I gotta tell you, you were great.
Thank you so much.
Cameron? Where's Cameron? I'm looking for... There's Cameron. You Cameron? All right.
Good evening, folks. All right, this is the type of shit that keeps me up all night, all right? The acronym for the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, or DOGE, has an unnecessary O in it, folks, which itself is not very efficient, okay? It'd be like if the Federal Bureau of Investigation went by FBOI, or F-boy, which would make a lot more sense, you know, because it was invented by Herbert Hoover, who was a cross-dresser. Allegedly, all right? And speaking of, do you all know what cross-dressing and rolling a joint actually share in common?
Good time.
Nah, it's all in the tuck. And you gotta keep that shit tight, all right? Now, people have asked me, Cameron, were you rolling a joint when you wrote that joke? I'll be honest, I was, all right? And I was cross-dressing, okay? I'm gonna try to give you guys an image. It is kind of hard in pants, so try to use your imaginations. Goodbye, horses. I'm flying. Oh, what? None of y'all have a happy dance when you're rolling? I call baloney, all right? These have been Honky Thoughts with Cameron Andecover.
All right. You did good.
Thank you.
Question real quick. All right. Do you think that comedians have an obligation to address controversial topics?
I don't think there's an obligation.
Good.
I like to try to confront some controversial topics.
Yeah, absolutely. Have there been moments when laughter turned into something more profound during one of your sets?
Nah, I really don't think so. I mean, I don't even know what you mean by that. I'm not really profound at all, man.
It means that if you've had a good set and it made some people think about some things, do you appreciate that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Like,
there you go.
Do you want people thinking about me rolling a joint?
I want people to think about you so that the next time they hear your voice, they go, yeah, man, that guy was cool. Man, all right, yeah, let's go see him.
I feel that, thank you. Yeah, people often question.
Thank you again. Have a great night. All right. Estella Maxwell. There you are.
Wow, I can barely hear you. What's up? Sam's Burger Joint. Who's ready for the apocalypse?
All right.
That guy looks like he's ready for some excitement in his life. Oh my goodness. Every time I think about the end of the world, I'm not worried. Why? Because I have enough chunk on this body to keep me going. All those ladies on Ozempic, oof, feel bad for them. Yeah, but if there was a zombie apocalypse, it's game over for me. Game over. Why? Because you and I know I can't run fast. Come on, let's get real. Oh my goodness. And if there was cannibals, forget it. I got enough cheek meat to feed a family of 5. Instead of barbacoa and Big Red, it would be my big booty and Big Red. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I think I'm certain that I live in hell and my children are demons. I said this in front of my mom and she was like, well, mija, if your sons are demons and you gave birth to them, then what does that make you? And I said, whoa, you're right, Mom. I may actually be also born from demons. She didn't like that. My mom, the possible demon. Hombre. And I may be her demon spawn, just spewing nonsense in the form of jokes. You know you like it. Yeah, my name is Estella Maxwell. Yes, like the former Victoria's Secret model, Stella Maxwell. I don't know how you cannot tell us apart. My name clearly begins with the letter E. I celebrated a birthday recently. I'm 52 years old, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Anytime someone says, you don't look 52, I tell them, well, I feel 52. Tell that to my bladder. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sam's Burger Joint.
All right. What inspired
Sit
you?
in the hot seat.
For just a second, what inspired you to start getting into comedy?
I had an accident in 2018, believe it or not.
Okay.
And it turned my life upside down, right side up. And I had a moment with God and clarity, and a voice said, I said, I have a lot to say. And he said, you know what? Do it through comedy.
Do it through comedy.
Do it through comedy, that's right.
Okay, I love that. All right. What advice would you give someone who wants to try stand-up but is terrified of microphones?
I tell them microphones don't bite. What are you scared of?
That's right. That's right, absolutely. All right, you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Bill Williams.
Thank y'all for being here. So, I quit smoking weed 1.5 years ago. I know I had to though. But tell me, why do I still look high? I don't know. I recently got divorced. Woo. And divorce is hard. When I first got divorced, I got real sad and I got real depressed. And it was the only time I seriously contemplated suicide. I thought, God, I hope she kills herself. But she didn't. And I know I shouldn't talk that way, but I was devastated. I felt like my sorrow and my pain was the worst sorrow and the worst pain that anyone could possibly be feeling at that time. But then I watched this documentary about people living with disease, and it gave me perspective. And I thought, no, I was wrong. I hope she gets AIDS. Divorce is hard. So now I'm alone, and I watch a lot of porn. Like a lot. But I can't help it, right? Porn is too easily accessible these days. When I was young, you had to discover porn. You had to have an irresponsible uncle with a stack of Playboys in a shed somewhere. You had to find them. You had to take them back to your room. You had to wait for your mom to go to sleep. You had to wait for your dad to go to sleep. And you had to wait for that uncle to read them to you. So now I'm dating, and dating's hard. I was talking to this woman the other day, having a good conversation, and out of the blue she goes, "My eyes are up here." I said, "Cool, but where are your tits?" She didn't have no tits. Dating's hard. I'm a single parent, and parenting's hard. I was driving through a neighborhood the other day, and I saw a sign that said, "Drive like your kids live here." So I left. Never came back. Parenting's hard. I keep seeing these signs asking me to adopt a highway. Why are there so many highways up for adoption? I feel like if the city can't afford to take care of them, they should stop having them. It's crap. I hate when people say dogs are better people than people, because only one of my people friends ever shit on my carpet. Bad friend. Bad. I'm biracial, but not any of the cool biracials with the pretty eyes or the pretty skin color. I'm part Spanish, part Mexican, and part white, which apparently equals Filipino with Down syndrome. Thank you guys for listening to my jokes. Good night.
Who was your biggest influence as a comedian? Your mom or that one weird uncle at family gatherings?
Oh, that's a choice between those two?
You got a choice. You always have choices.
My mom or my
weird uncle?
Weird uncle? I'd say my mom. She was funnier than my uncle.
If comedians had superpowers, what would yours be and how would it help you act?
Man, comedians have superpowers.
That's a dating game question.
And we'll be back in 2 and 2.
If I was a popsicle, what would you do to me?
All right, let's see here. Okay, so how does your day-to-day life influence your comedy?
I mean, I'm pretty much writing every day, so that's basically
You got a book?
I do have a book. I have a bunch of notebooks. But
you do look high.
I know, always. But I'm not. I really haven't smoked in a year and a half.
But I'm stoked for you. You look fucking blazed.
Thank you. I feel blazed.
Hey. Awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you. Erick Montes.
How's everyone doing? Everyone good? Happy? Because I'm not. I just went to a Hot Topic today. And it made me sad because nothing fit. I guess I'm not a teenager anymore. Just a depressed 29-year-old in eyeliner. I tried on the shirt, the My Chemical Romance shirt. It didn't fit. I tried the checkerboard belt. It didn't fit. I even tried the choker and it didn't fit. Then the employee said, "Don't worry, I got something in the back that's gonna look perfect on you." It's like, all right. So now I own a brand new dildo and it fits perfectly.
Here we go.
My wife loves that one, you know? You know, contrary to popular belief, us emos, we actually have a lot in common with Donald Trump, and I actually voted for Donald Trump. You see, we're overdramatic, half of our family hates us, and we spend way too much money on hairspray. I recently went to Austin, and I went to the most Austin bakery you can ever see. There was transgender flags all over the windows, posters of yoga all over the walls, and every single pastry was gluten-free. Don't tell my wife this, but the barista was so hot. I was checking her out as she was making that Pop-Tart, and then she said, "Will it be cash or credit?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck! I'm not just emo, I am gay." But no, I'm not gay because I love boobs, you know? I love to smoke joints, eat burgers, especially here at Sam's Burger Joint.
All right.
And I like to think about boobs a lot. So boobs, they're kind of like remakes, like movie remakes. You know? They're way too expensive. They don't feel anything like the original. And they'll probably have to redo them in 5 to 10 years. But you know, when I get high, I also get really hungry, so boobs are kind of like McDonald's. They look way better in pictures. They promise that they're tasty and juicy, but when you put it in your mouth, you're like, is this even meat?
All right. I think you are filming over here, right?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel and I want to promote my YouTube, but also promote this place because.
So we promote everybody. That's the job here. It's not about not one person. We're promoting every single person that comes up to this mic. What the fuck do you do for a living in the daytime?
I cry about my teenage years.
Yeah, you do.
And I play guitar to my wife.
Yes.
Because I definitely did not just go to Hot Topic for this. And dress up.
What color tint is in your hair? And don't lie to me. Don't lie.
This is just blood period red, you know? Got some period on my hair.
And with that said, how do you decide which topics to joke about?
Whatever is most controversial, to be honest. Because I feel like comedy is there to set, freedom of speech, and I feel like if comics can say whatever the fuck they want, then, this country's gonna go down, so I do it for America.
So if you think about that, there's a much bigger picture, which is, comedy, maybe hundreds of years ago, there was a court jester, right? And the court jester, their only job was to make the king laugh, right? And they were considered they were just, oh, that's the court jester. And then, times change, and then people forgot how important a comedian is. And it has been in the last maybe 20 years where you're just like, what the fuck, dude? We need someone talking shit. We need people talking shit. We need people, making fun of the stuff that you're just like, oh, God. But that's what it is. So when you say controversial, I'm with you. And I think at the end of the day, that should be it. So for you, sir, I think your wife is shooting you right now, and you got your camera up.
Yeah.
Do you need to say anything real quick before you leave?
This place is amazing. Let's keep it up, Let's keep coming and support local comedy. Shout out to whatever bro 13. That's my YouTube channel. Shout out to Filipino Johnny Depp and Pepe Le Pew over here. And And my history teacher. All right, man, this has been great, bro.
We are running a really tight ship. We still have a few comics left. I would just ask that everybody work with us as this is our second show. I want to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to get up here because all the filming that we're doing, this is going to be content for each comedian that we're going to upload for them. So understand that, yes, we still have a couple more to do, and I'm going to shut up right now, and I'm going to look over here, and I'm going to say, off-grid guy, off-grid guy, where are you? There you are. You get up here right now.
Hey everybody. My name's Richard Harleman and I live in a 10x7 insulated box. I take my baths in a creek and I have a pet rooster. And when I tell that to people, oh, they believe me. All right. Now somebody told me that I have a bald spot. I don't know, and honestly, I don't care because most gals ain't tall enough to see it. And the guys I take home don't give a damn. All right, now I'm not gay, I'm celibate by choice. Women's choice. And now up in Austin, a comedian, he's seen me. I get a lot of comments about how I look. This one dude told me I look like Matthew McConaughey look. Now, he didn't mean handsome and sexy McConaughey. He meant Dallas Buyers Club. Now, I'm from Yakima, Washington. That's Eastern Washington, not Seattle. And the struggle there for me when I get on stage to do shows, people automatically assume that I'm racist. And I'm not racist. For instance, I'm really into rap music. I'm a big fan of Vanilla Ice, Eminem, House of Pain, Fresh Prince. But back there, I can see people visibly getting nervous when I walk up on stage. It's like they think I'm going to come up here and start preaching to everybody about how to have a personal relationship with their Lord and Savior, Donald Trump. But the funny thing is, you guys know, you're Texans, I don't even really look like a redneck. I look like Hollywood's idea of a redneck. I see more people in Portland or Austin looking like me. Let me show you. So, Hollywood redneck, Portland. No, in Portland they're really nice. They're really nice in Portland, but when I go to Seattle and I'm afraid I'm going to get jumped, well, then I wear these. Fit right in. Yeah, it's a big surprise I'm single. I'm the kind of guy that's always just a friend. I tried logging on to OnlyFans the other day. I was redirected to onlyfriends.com. But you'd probably be single too if you're from Yakima. Dating scene there is tough. Single gals there are like, oh, I'm a 10 trapped in a 5 body. So it's kind of encouraging to get out and do comedy. I get to travel around, see all the beautiful people. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are beautiful. You look like you're from Yakima. But you guys are beautiful. Yeah, so since I'm single, I live off grid. I got dogs to keep me company. Yeah, I got 3 dogs. All 3 of them are rescues. The way that went down was, I was out there feeling really lonely a few days after I had dropped them off at a shelter. So I went back and rescued them. Hashtag hero. I'm the Jussie Smollett of dog rescue. No, I love my dogs. They love me. We've been spending a lot of time on street corners begging for food. Not because we're hard up for food. It's just that I promised the dogs we'd do more things that they enjoy. Now, what I don't understand as a single man is inflatable dolls. I just don't get it. No judgment on you. But I've never been laying on an air mattress thinking to myself, by golly, if this had a couple bumps for boobs, I'd be really turned on right now. Where's that air hole?
Thank you. Sit down. Let me ask you a couple of questions. First of all, you're funny.
Oh, good.
You're funny. And I appreciate your patience. So I've got a couple of questions for you. What topics do you find most challenging to joke about?
Joke about?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Probably my sex life.
All right, fair enough. All right.
Because it's pretty devastating. It's not anything to brag about.
All right. Are there any skills outside of comedy that helped you enhance your performance?
Enhance my performance. Wait, are we back to sex?
We're for you. You got share with us. Like, okay, what is it that makes you go, okay, makes life easier? I write more, or I've got a set list, or I've got a couple of avenues that I can go down depending upon where I am within the first minute or 2 or
gotcha.
10.
Well, I've developed a set. So I know a lot of comics don't do that, but I have a 30-minute set. It's pretty much word for word. If you hear me do this set again, it would all be pretty much word for word.
So you were a country musician. You were a country musician.
Yeah.
And you play guitar, and I'm navigating this because, so you decided that it was more fun to get into comedy, and maybe it hit better for you?
Yeah, I guess that's one way of looking at it. Yeah, so I started doing comedy, like Johnny Cash type country, not Nashville country. Nashville, correct.
You're among Texans. You're fine here.
Yeah, I need to make sure I'm with you guys. And,
you'll walk out of here alive, I promise you.
Yeah, so I was doing country music in Seattle. This was long before Johnny Cash came out with the song Hurt. And so because I was in Seattle doing country, I started putting comedy in between songs.
Okay.
And it killed, and people would tell me, dude, quit with the music. I'm not a very good musician.
Well,
due to comedy. But I wanted to be a musician at the time. And then recently, I kind of gave up on, I lost the love for it, and I realized, man, I could go back to being a comedian, and so I took up comedy.
Well, I must say that you did an exceptional job this evening. Happy to have you. And we have socials up. Okay. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Thank you. Big Domino?
What's up? Thank you.
Knock it out.
Yeah.
All right.
I know you're expecting here, Big Dom. You're expecting so much bigger and darker, but yeah, I have to do it right now. I have been enjoying my vacation from work. Yeah, unemployment. But I have been looking for jobs on the side. I've always wanted to get into acting. I have the time to do it now. So I find a website that's supposed to help me out. It's called castingcouch.com. Heard of it? So they're gonna make me a big star. I can't wait to be casted. Big announcement, you guys, that my parents just got back together. Yeah, that's pretty cool. In their 60s, you guys. It can happen, if you wanted to. That's great if it works out. And I'm gonna make it even better for them. I'm gonna move back in. Yeah. And I'm finally gonna have the childhood I deserved in my 30s. Yeah. Mom's still gonna come in without knocking, like, damn it, I could have had a woman in here. I couldn't have. Yeah, that never happened. Yeah. Let's see what else I want to talk about is that cowboy lost his prop up here. Looks like he owns a farm that he just lets his twinks just run free. That's for you, sir. Hope you liked it. Thank you. Let's see what else, you guys, is that what I was going to talk about here today is that, I was actually worried about a friend recently. Every time we hung out, like, he would keep dozing off, taking naps. I was like, oh, man, he's strung out, man. He's on opium. I knew it. And, but I found out he's not a guy. He's just been working nights selling opium. So everything's working fine for him. I'll tell you this, guys. You ever get so hungry that you look at pictures of food like it's porn? Yeah. I did the other day. I was looking at pictures of turkey Swiss melts. And one of them, the sandwich was opened up. I could see all in there. It was graphic. Like, man, you are all spread out. You dirty bitch. You guys, I know you heard about this news, is that found out that young, attractive women are actually having less sex with me. So, I'm not sure what we can do about it. Maybe start a Go Fuck Me account or something. Yeah, like a fundraiser. All right. No. Actually, guys, a miracle just happened, you guys, is that me and my girlfriend were trying to have kids for the first time, and it finally happened, you guys. We were trying for a really long time. Thank you all. Yeah. Also came out black. Another miracle. How about that? What are the odds? Yeah. All right, thank you. All right.
I got 2 questions for you, and then we got a boogie on. What's the craziest thing you ever heard in the green room before a show?
Probably that if you don't suck this, then it's not going to suck itself. But I heard that from you. You told me that.
Which leads. Which leads to my next question. What's the craziest, what's the most ridiculous thing you've done in the green room?
Damn it. I didn't suck it, so I'll say that, actually. But thank you very much, sir.
You had a great set, and we're looking forward to seeing what you can do next.
Hey.
Have a great day. All right. All right, Mike Dannelly. Yeah, there you are. I knew you were gonna fucking do that.
That's fun, y'all. How's everybody doing?
I knew you were gonna do that.
Splash water in my face and everything. Last time I did a show, I dumped root beer on my crotch. That was fun to stand up in front of everybody. Look, I pissed myself. I'm gonna go ahead and piss myself right now, guys. If y'all are okay with it. Bob Dell was up here earlier, and I made a Bob Dell joke. If y'all don't remember him, he was up here talking about Asperger's and naming restaurants, right? I'm gonna name a restaurant. I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna call it Bob Dell's Asperger's. We're gonna make only hamburgers. All the buns are in the shape of Bob Dell's ass. I'm getting the mold later, Bob. Chris told us earlier that don't heckle us. I don't care, y'all. Y'all can heckle me, I don't give a fuck. I just fell down on stage and splashed water in my face. I've also been married for 22 years. I've been yelled at the dumbest shit for the dumbest shit that ever. We've been married so long, we've gone through so many life changes, right? We raised 2 kids. They became functioning adults. They're amazing humans. You guys can clap for all that. Yeah. So now, my wife is perimenopausal. For those of y'all that don't know, my life is hell. We really need to call it menopause, not menopause, because that bitch wants nothing to do with me. I said, listen, I have been farting and burping this way since the day you met me. I don't know what you're so annoyed by. So the other day, I got one of those apps that stores all of your apps, right? Y'all know what this is? Keeps all your passwords and stuff in there so that you're safe and secure. You're supposed to be unhackable. Problem is, every time I get asked for a new password, I realize how really uncreative I am, right? I can only use my wife's name plus a few numbers a certain amount of times, right? So I decided I'm gonna put all my apps into this app machine, and it gives me this awesome password decoder that it's like this super long password that nobody can ever hack, right? So it turned out I had 99 things that I needed protected with passwords. You guys believe that? It keeps counting for you. 99 things. So I went through and I replaced my wife's name on all of the apps with all of these unhackable passwords. So now it turns out I got 99 passwords, but a bitch ain't one. You guys ever seen black twins before? They all look the same, don't they? Not because they're black, but because they're twins. All right, guys, I'm Mike Dannelly. I appreciate you guys.
So if laughter is the best medicine, what do you think is the second best?
This dick.
That's what the fuck is up. All right.
You want a shot of penicillin, Chris?
I really don't. I
can inject it anally or orally.
I like it. I would like it sideways through my armpit. All right. So let me ask you this: who influences your writing?
A little bit of everybody. I mean, you know, I was warped at a young age. Most of us do this because we're damaged.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
so probably my weird uncle.
Well, fuck him first of all.
Bill's weird uncle.
Well, fuck him first of all. Yeah, no, you're right. I think that satire and sometimes the worst of things bring out the best of comedy. All right, you're awesome. Raimey.
How's it going, everybody? Y'all doing all right tonight? Thanks for sticking around. It's my favorite time of the year, the school year. It's Drug Awareness Week at my kid's school. And I was like, he's already aware, it's cool. But no, Drug Awareness Week, every day for Drug Awareness Week, they do something fun for the kids. Like one day it's wear your pajamas to school. Next day it's Crazy Hat Day. And my son's like, what does that have to do with not doing drugs? I'm like, well, they're just trying to show you fun alternatives to doing drugs. He thought about it for a second. He goes, well, wearing my pajamas to school sounds kind of fun, but isn't heroin awesome? and couldn't I just do heroin in my pajamas instead? I was like, shit. I was like, man, this kid's got a point. School can't compete with drugs. But I don't like to lie to my kids, but I do try to redirect them, you know? So I was like, well, son, it's true. Heroin is amazing. Some people say it's so amazing that it's worth dying for. But have you ever tried crazy socks? I mean, look at that kid. He's got one blue sock and one red sock. Who needs LSD? He wasn't buying it. He's no dummy. Yeah. No, I've been in a rut for a while, you know, and I am trying to work out of that rut, and I'm doing pretty good in one regard, because a couple of years ago, every day for breakfast, I ate a bowl of oatmeal. And I'm not talking variety pack, maple brown sugar, apple cinnamon. I'm talking oatmeal in a bowl every day for a year and a half. And my wife at the time said, you can't do that. You can't do that. You got to change it up. Variety is the spice of life. And I thought about it. I was like, you know, you're probably right. Variety is the spice of life. But when I pointed out to her that I'd been eating the same pussy for the last 20 years, she didn't want to have that discussion. You know? At that point, it was time to change the subject. So I told her, I go, okay, you know, the key to a healthy relationship is compromise, so I'll make you a compromise. I'm only going to eat oatmeal on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I'm going to fuck the oatmeal on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That compromise did not work out. Was that it?
You got about 30 more seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll leave it on this. I've been kind of confused lately. You know, maybe y'all can help me out with this thought process. When you say the word cum as in ejaculate, it's spelled C-U-M, right? And when you say it as a verb, as in coming, it's C-U-M-M-I-N-G. But when you say it past tense, it's just came. Shouldn't it be cummed? Like C-U-M-M-E-D? Like as in, oh shit, I just cummed it? No. All right, guys, thanks a lot. My name's Raimey Roberts.
All right, I got 2 questions for you. What's your next step in your comedy journey?
Oh, I'm going to be camping out here until the next show. Feel free to throw tater tots at my head. I will respond to that.
Matthew, make him sleep outside. Okay.
It's cold outside.
Yeah, you'll be all right. So let me ask you this: how you doing?
In general, do you want the real answer?
I need the 30-second answer because I care.
I am doing fantastic in this moment right now. Woo! I can't speak for before or after, but right now it's doing good.
Did we do okay?
Yeah, y'all are doing great. I love this. It's a good venue, good crowd, good stage. So that's a good combination for comedy, and I think y'all are doing a good job.
Thank you. Yeah. Right. I appreciate you. Ryan Shields.
How's everybody doing? Y'all had a huge year last year. I lost 85 pounds. I know. But unfortunately, all my friends are comedians. Yeah, so they just want to give me shit. They're like, oh, are you trying to date a 20-year-old? You damn right I am. I didn't do all this work to date an old broad. What are you talking about? I want to die looking at old titties. I want to look at young titties when I die. That's... So I've been studying these 20-year-olds. They're different. They are. Because, like, one of the big things 20-year-olds are into, they're really into the month they're born and whatever mythological creature comes along with that. And I don't know shit about that. Like, I would screw it up from the jump. I would walk up to you and be like, what's your zoological sign? I'm a zebra. And you'd be like, don't you mean a Libra? And like, I'm not political. There's also this new thing out called love languages. Have y'all heard of that? Yeah, I had probably a 25-year-old girl come up to me and be like, what's your love language? And I was like, like, I don't know if it's a language or not, but it's music to my ears. I don't care what accent you use, as long as your mascara is running when you speak it, we're fine. Like, They're different though, these 20-year-olds, man. I'm just worried that I get a freaky 20-year-old because, like, I'm 44 and I don't want her to be like, "Ooh, spank me, daddy," and I get confused and be like, "I told you not to talk back to your mother." You're welcome. And also, there's one thing my friends did not warn me about, y'all. These 20-year-olds, they're wearing butt plugs. Out, like you would wear earrings. I know, I didn't believe them. I was like, there's no way. Like, they're monogramming them. They're putting their initials on them like napkins. Yeah, you think it takes her a long time to get ready now. You're like, "Hey, babe, are you ready?" She's like, "Hold on." To it. Like, it's... And there's one that my buddy did not warn me about. It's the strobe light. Have y'all heard about this one? Yeah, I did not know. Like, I was on 6th Street in Austin, minding my own damn business. I look over, and this young little thing is wearing a white tutu, white underwear, and I look down, and her butthole is going, "What does the fox say?" And I was like, "Huh? Well, that's new. They didn't used to do that." Anybody here make New Year's resolutions? I mean, ladies, clap it up if y'all believe in ghosts. Yeah, see, in 2025, I made a New Year's resolution. I'm only dating women that believe in ghosts. Yeah, because I figured if they believe in ghosts, they'll believe I'm wearing a condom just because I say I am. Like, they're not looking for proof. They just want a good story. That's all they're after. All right, guys, my name's Ryan Shields. Thank y'all very much.
Well, I gotta tell you, you're funny.
It's about time.
What are some common misconceptions people have about you as a comedian? Yeah, drink that up.
Common misconceptions they have?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, apparently I have resting bitch face, so...
All right, fair enough.
I'm unapproachable, whatever the fuck that means. Like, I just look angry all the time.
But you look happy right now.
Well, I'm an introvert, so I don't talk a lot. Honestly.
Okay, fair enough. So then let me ask you this: how does vulnerability play with you? Like when you're performing, do you take things personal when you're up on stage? No. Okay.
No, I say too much shit.
Yeah, you're honest.
I can't. Well, I'm expecting the crowd not to take it personally. I can't.
I don't think anybody can, but I appreciate that. So then let me ask you this: what is your process for writing new jokes?
Whatever comes into my head at the time.
You got a book?
I've got several books.
Right.
I've got notes on my phone. I'll talk to myself and record it on my phone while I'm driving.
Do you film?
No. Why? I heard stories about you in the dressing room. I didn't know what you were talking about.
They were all true. They were all true. But
I didn't know I had to do that.
No. There are a lot of comics, and I think an example right there is where they will film their set.
I record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize. What I meant by filming was you record.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Right, because that's the only way that I guess you can gauge, like, okay, well, this kind of hit. Maybe I could have waited.
Well, this is a weird business to where it's literally one word. Could be the difference between a joke being funny and not.
Yeah.
So if you record yourself and you say a joke and it just goes, if you can just tweak one word and you go, oh, I should have said that.
Or even just timed it.
Or I said too many words. Like, it's a weird thing. Like, it either works or it doesn't. Like, there's no in comedy.
I agree. I got to tell you, great set. Thank you. Okay, very good. Okay, so I'm looking for Joey Rios.
How's it going, San Antonio? Hope everybody's having a good night. I feel like people should tell each other like what fat people can and can't do. I just realized I was the biggest one in my group. And I realized this when we were all spontaneously going skydiving. I didn't know there was a weight limit to this. I didn't know I was the weight limit to this. Man, you know you're fat when you get in there, and 10 minutes before you're about to jump off a plane, they have you do a physical. Like, Jesus, man, like, you don't have to let me go. You don't have to let me go, man. Like, shit, I'll leave a 5-star if you don't let me go. It's cool. It was a fun experience. It's fun to watch. Not fun to do at all. I think like the pilot had like the worst comeback. I was up there, and he was like, we gotta go 5,000 feet up higher. We got a heavy load. I was like, damn, I've never been described like that. Jesus. I hate how every time we get pulled over, my girl looks at me, and she gets ready because she knows what he's gonna ask. He's like, hey, is there anything illegal in this car? She turns at me and laughs. I'm like, man, like, you need to quit with this shit. This ain't funny. He gonna believe you one day. I ain't gonna be here. All right. My friends don't let me play Uno anymore. They're always scared I might steal the green card. I had a coworker one time. He was in jail for a couple days. He called me early in the morning. He was like, hey, man, like, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Everything's good. I'm in jail. I got pulled over. I had drugs. But they have spread here. This shit's good. You should try it. I heard it all wrong, man. It was so early for me. I heard he was in there a couple days. He's already spreading. I'm like, man. I go and work. I tell everybody. He comes back. He's so mad at me. He's all like, man, I don't know what you told everybody. Everybody think I'm gay. Spreading over here for Cheetos. Man, it's the last time I ever talked to him. All right, that's all I got. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, thank you. All right, you got to tell me where you're from and what do you do for a job if you have one in the daytime?
Don't mind if I pull this over? I am from Mexico. We are getting that situated soon. I tattoo. I don't know if my Instagram or TikTok's over there. It's Joey_in_creation. I see a lot of weird shit. I usually wouldn't tell it up here, but I won't because it gets weird.
You'll be all right. So let me ask you this: what are your plans for the next year, 2025, for comedy?
I have a little bit of social anxiety. I'm trying to be more comfortable with getting up here. I usually shit bricks when like I'm about to head out, and but it's going good. This is like I think my 4th or 5th time just standing up. I think the first time I was really fucked up, and I saw a lot of people like bomb, and I was like, I can do it. I can go up there, but I haven't had anything prepared. And I think it was just me stuttering for a good 30 minutes, and I'm just like, fuck, I fucked up. I can do better. And we're here. But this was fun. This was a good experience.
You did great. Thank you. Have a great night. Let's go with Roger. Okay.
So a fun fact that I had submitted in for this was that my girlfriend hates me.
Yes, you did. I got it right.
We actually broke up last week, so can I get a hell yeah? You know what I mean? Literally, like the day before she did it, I told my coworkers, I was like, I kind of want her to break up with me. I don't have the heart to do it, you know? And then she did the next day, you know? I thought like, oh, it was fucking amazing, finally. It was kind of starting to get kind of weird because like sometime last week, she was like, would you sign a paper that says if you ever broke my heart or cheated on me that I can kill you? And I was just like, I have to think about that. Like couples here, like, do y'all have like a blood pact or something like that, right? No? Anybody? No? It just maybe me? Y'all aren't gonna make it past the week after Valentine's then. Not real love. She also wanted me to call her master a lot, you know? And she would call me her slave, and she said, I want you to be my slave 95% of the time. I was like, and I actually bartered her for that. She wanted 99, you know? And also being like 1/20th black, I was a little uncomfortable about it, you know? But, you know, she started telling me about like, oh yeah, I was crazy in my 20s. Oh, I was so crazy, you should have talked to me back then. I ended up getting the version of her that was a born-again virgin. She wanted to wait until marriage. I was like, damn, of course. It's like she already committed the cardinal sin of having a kid out of wedlock, you know what I mean? And now she wants to wait till marriage. It's ridiculous. You know, but we've always been on and off. I remember we stopped talking in 2022. Like, it didn't really hit me until afterwards. But, like, I would always ask, like, hey, do you need a napkin? Like, when we'd eat in my car, she'd be like, no, I'm good. It's like, okay. Same thing at her apartment. I'd be like, you need a napkin? No, I'm good. I see her, like, wiping her hands on her pants. You know, no judgment. It's her place. But after we stopped talking, I looked to the right one day. I just saw, like, her finger marks on my window. And I was like, that's what she was doing. Cool, cool. But, yeah, you know, I'm back on the block now, you know, single man. You know, being in my 30s, it's honestly terrifying because this is like the last decade I have to get my shit together. But the only good thing about being in my 30s is now I can tell women that I take care of my grandparents, not that I live with them. So that's one good thing. But yeah, you know, like if I hit my 40s and I still got my shit together, I always tell people like, oh, I'm gonna move to Africa. I'm gonna just be like protecting the endangered animals. And like just like imagine me just flicking it up with like a gorilla, throwing up gang signs with it. I think that'd be pretty tight. But the reality is I'm just gonna go to Vegas. I'm gonna just get so much cocaine that even Scarface would be like, oh, I've had enough. Just gamble all my shit away, get 3 hookers, you know? And if I survive it all, you know what? I'll just look at it as a sign from God that I need to do it all over again. I'm gonna end it with this. For ladies, it's Tuesday. It's Titty Tuesday. So go ahead and you know, it's a little bit later for y'all's man later. Y'all can thank me later, fellas.
Next up is going to be Chris.
Hey, give it up for all the comedians you've seen tonight.
All right.
I'm very excited to be here. I just don't have a lot of time. I told my wife I was going to the gas station. And that was 3 hours ago. My wife and I, we've been married 15 years. Thank you. One person. She is Latina. Yeah, see how the clap stopped? Got real quiet in here. I feel like being married to a Latina should come in extra years. For every year, it should be 3. I've been married 15. My hairline says 45. It's always evolving. In the beginning of our marriage, we had devices in the bedroom to keep the marriage alive. And now the devices are in there to keep me alive. I have a CPAP. For the younger folks, a CPAP is a breathing machine that helps you stay alive at night. I have an air purifier. And I have a bed that reclines. My room looks like 50 Shades of Disability. Cool. I am originally from New York City. I live in San Antonio, but I'm originally from New York City. It's a learning curve when you get to Texas. In New York, guns are considered illegal. And as a Dominican in Texas, I quickly found out I'm considered illegal. That joke is funny for 6 more days. I was almost late getting here. My car broke down and I had to take the bus. But the bus they were trying to put me on was going to Martha's Vineyard. Thank you. I had to get out of New York. My mom was always putting me in really uncomfortable situations. This one time, she found drugs in her mailbox, and she flushed them. When the drug dealers broke into our home and they didn't find the drugs, they left a message for my mom in red lipstick. They wrote on her door, "We'll be back, bitch." My mom, being who she was, she took that red lipstick and wrote on the front door, "We'll be waiting." As the man of the house, I felt like I had to do something. So when she went to sleep, I changed it to "She'll be waiting." I didn't throw those drugs out. I messed up. Listen, that's my time. I gotta get out of here. My name is Chris Grullon.
What's one misconception about being a comedian that you'd like to clear up for our audience today?
That we're always joking.
Because you're fucking not. That's right. It's true. What role does improvisation play in your performance?
I'm not an improv type of guy, but it helps sell the joke.
Right, so you're consistently moving.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So the original joke that I said about, I told my wife I was going to the gas station, I say that I have my location up. She keeps my location up. So if I keep moving, she can't find me.
Right.
And so I'm on stage, we're pacing around quite a bit.
Well, all right, fair enough. Well, I must say this. You got jokes, dude. You got jokes. How long have you been doing this?
I've been waiting 3 hours to tell them. No, I've been doing it 6.5 years.
Well, to address your 3 hours, I will say this. We have been ultimately so blessed to be able to have this opportunity for all of us.
Right.
And so I personally apologize.
Oh, no, it's okay.
No, just hear me out.
I've done shows with 2 people in the crowd. So this is great. I've done shows. I've waited all night to go up to a room full of chairs. So this is fantastic. I'm just giving you help.
Well, so you understand that your set has been filmed with 3 different camera angles,
right,
and it's going to be yours for free on YouTube that you can use for whatever you need moving forward.
No, I want you to understand that those jokes have been on YouTube for 4 years now.
Well, we need to get new ones. Then we need new ones for when you come back.
And that you have to pay for it.
That's right. Thank you. I appreciate you. Beaty, Mark. I saw that earlier. That's a good-looking jacket,
Let's
sir.
hope the comedy is as good as the jacket. Okay, a moment of fear. I'm a comedy virgin, so go easy. If you're gonna throw fruit, throw grapes or something, not watermelon. So, how's everybody doing? Am I last?
No.
Okay.
Close.
Wow, this feels really comfortable.
It should.
Not a dick.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. At 9:27, we have finally gone to the next episode.
So, I was thinking about criminal college. So when you graduate from criminal college, do all of your relatives, do they send you a brand new burner phone? Because you, as a criminal, you need like 2, 3 a day, right? Especially if you're successful. And then I wanted to talk to y'all about online dating. Anybody done any of that besides me? Wow, that's a lot of lights. That is a shitstorm, dumpster fire, hurricane or something. I got pretty good at going through, 9 pictures and picking out the one that doesn't match. which is the current one. You know, the others are 10 years old. It's kind of like that. It's like the opposite of how many, or check every square where you see a bicycle or a red light. It's the opposite of that. So, and then I wanted to talk to you about glamour shots. Anybody remember glamour shots at the mall? Pretty crazy stuff, right? So, and when they finally built a mall in my tiny little East Texas town, we had hot air balloons. We even had Batman. I think he later turned out to be a porn star, but we were still impressed that Batman came. But the women would go into the mall for the glamour shots. And the guys would go in for the corn dog restaurant. And I don't know if y'all ever had that around here, but maybe it was just a local thing. But the corn dog restaurant had these women, sexy women, that were in white shorts, and they were always dipping the wiener in the batter. And so the girls would go, oh, we're going to glamour shots. And we were like, well, you know, if you just get that uniform and get a job at the corn dog, you're already there. You don't need the glamour. What else?
Keep going. I like it. Keep going.
That's kind of the original stuff anyway, but wow. So I think I tried this one out on my buddy over here, and I'll finish with this. So when you go into a bathroom and you're American and you come out American, what are you while you're in the bathroom? European. Right? That's all.
How long you been doing this?
Thank you for having me. About 5 minutes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is number one.
So this is your first time ever being in and doing stand-up?
Right, I've got all my notes in my pocket. You'll probably see.
Well, you did
so
good
I have
tonight.
A fun job, and I really love it.
You did fucking good tonight. Are his socials up here?
He didn't have any socials. This is his first time ever even considered
my
doing
memory,
this.
I couldn't remember. I didn't write them down, so I couldn't remember them. He's gonna.
No, hold on. It's my show for a reason. Hey, Risa, can you do us a huge favor? I would like to invite you back in 2 shows from now. I would like for you to write 5 minutes of material.
Yes, sir.
And I would like to have you on towards the end of the show because, brother, I gotta tell you, man, the amount of balls it takes to get up here, and this is your first time. There's a lot of you out here that are comedians that understand your first time. So I'm just gonna say we've got one more guest, but you, sir, you have endured it, and I am so proud of you.
It's from my son. He's fearless, and he's like, this is the scariest thing to mankind to me.
Bro, you go do you. In fact, why don't you do me? Go get with Ryan real quick. Ryan is one of our producers. You get with him, and then with Risa. Thank you. Porfirio!
Porfirio Renteria!
Yeah, give him it! Give him it! I gotta tell you, I fucking love you. I absolutely love you. And thank you for coming by. Man, all right, I'm gonna get the hell out of your way. You do you, man, all right.
All right, I made it on Kill Tony. No, I'm kidding. How are y'all? Cool, I gotta take off my jacket because it makes me look 20 pounds fatter.
Here, I'll take it for you. Thank you, doctor.
All right, give it up for all the comedians you guys seen. Yes. I like this platform. Yes. I know I look like I just got off of Las Palapas as a manager.
Oh, shit. That's good.
Every time I go to La Palapas, sir, can we take a break? Sure. Go. But I get this a lot, San Antonio. How many think I look a lot like a Mexican Jay Leno? I had this lady go, so you look like a puffy taco. I'm like, what? Yeah. You know my mom. All right, thank you. But my name is Porfirio, all right? I know, how do you think I felt when I found out, all right? It's because a lot of people can't pronounce Porfirio. They call me like Portfolio, like nombre. Really? Nombre. Or I have a black friend that can't say Porfirio at all. Hey, prophylactic, come here. Thanks a lot, Dad. All right. But I am married, guys. We're my married folks in the house, yes? I'm married, yes. I've been in love to the same woman for 26 years, guys. So when my wife found out, no, I'm kidding. No, man, it's crazy because I've been doing this too, guys. I actually have lost about now, I think 60 pounds in about 8 months myself. And it's tough, man. It's really tough because I was gonna go run this morning, do 20 laps. It was too cold. I got an Uber. I was like, we'll just do 20 laps, right? Turn on the heater and make it look like I'm sweating, right? Like I actually put some energy. But no, it's true. Now, on top of it, too, from losing all the weight, now my wife's starting to call me and give me, like, a lot of sexy names, right? She calls me now, like, her chile relleno. I'm like, all right. her hot tamale. When I was bigger, she called me half a dozen. That's messed up, right? Yeah. But, I mean, you know, being married, too, man, it's really cool because I have 2 kids. And if you got teenagers, my daughter is dating now. It's kind of crazy because, yes. And she called me the other day. She goes, Daddy, can my date spend the night? I'm like, where's he gonna sleep? And this is what she told me. I'm not making this up, man. She goes, don't worry, Daddy. He's gonna sleep in my room. It's gonna be me, him, and Jesus in the middle. I'm like, you're about to meet Jesus in about 5 minutes, all right? I go, I ain't raised a Red Riding Hooker, all right? And then my daughter's a comedian too, man. She goes, you know what, Daddy? You can't call us hookers. She goes, we're community service representatives. I'm like, hey, wait, what? No, okay? You're not dating anymore, okay? I don't need you to be asking me for a condom. She goes, why, you got one? I'm like, no, all right. And then the only thing I tell her too, I was like, look, I know you're dating. I don't want you getting hurt. And this is what she tells me. She goes, Daddy, look, I'm not gonna get hurt. She goes, if I'm gonna get hurt, I'm gonna get hurt in the way I want to. I was like, no, all right? Yeah, okay, yes. What do you think I'm looking forward to here, you know? And then on top of it too, when you have kids, like I tell you, man, I have a boy and a girl, so when you have kids and you have mom and dad, like your kids have mom and dad attributes, right? Like hands down, my son has mom's butt, right? And I told my son the other day, I said, bro, if I'm drinking, don't come around me, all right? I said, don't, all right? I don't want any accidents to happen. I don't want to be, have to file again, no. These are jokes, all right? Don't worry about it. This ain't really happening. But I love San Antonio, you guys. I'm originally from Chicago. I've been in San Antonio for like 30 years now, yes? Under the Witness Protection Program, right? But the downtown is crazy. Have you ever been downtown? Big time here, man. You go to like the tours and the river boats and all that's really cool. They charge you like $25 per person. But if you give them like $3 more, they'll take you to Corpus. Right? You're on 37, mira. Right? But you know what's messed up here is the parking in San Antonio, okay? They towed my friend's car the other day. $300, man, they towed that car. So you know what I did? I invested in my own boot. Yes. Like, yeah, the only problem is made out of ostrich. It's like, man. So, all right, that would just sound funnier in Spanish. All right, I'll work on that one. But, I mean, the biggest thing, too, being in San Antonio, I got a lot of family that came from out of town. I took them out to SeaWorld. And it's funny because when you got Mexican family that don't understand a lot of things in San Antonio, you know how everybody walks up to pay, was taking out their season pass? My grandfather's like, órale vieja, saca los papeles, take out your passports. I'm like, hey, you don't need your passports to get in the C-roll, all right? And my grandfather's tripping out. He's walking away. What's that little green bus taking all the people away? I'm like, that's the shuttle, man. All right, come here. I'm chasing them down. You know, I'm getting high. I'm sweating out. But one of my favorite uncles got remarried, guys, at 80 years old. At 80. And I told my uncle, I said, man, you know, you were free. What happened? Right? But he met her on this app called goldencorral.com. Have you heard of it? Yeah. He had a coupon to eat free. No.
Yeah, it's good indeed.
But I told my uncle, so you know what? So we're going to do this. I threw him a bachelor party at 80 years old, right? And he goes, mijo, what do you want me to bring? I told my uncle, bring your teeth, all right? You know, no problem. I said, I'll bring a 6-pack of Ensure and some Wipeys. All right, man, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you. And so everyone here that's performed, just understand that this is just the fucking beginning. This is it.
Keep it going.
This is it, dude. It's only gonna get better. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.